Not really a dream, but did I really do this? And then I think, well, yeah, I did.
6 years ago, Becky Whitty decided to follow her dreams. They took her to paradise. Becky's office these days is the colorful coral reef and silvery sand of Grand Cayman Island in the Caribbean. She's a dive instructor here. Quite a switch from the 15 years she spent working at a Weyerhaeuser office job in Seattle. In 1987, she decided it was time to make a change.
But I think it was something that had been playing in my mind for years. I just had always, in my dive travels, admired the dive instructors and the dive masters, and used to think that how lucky they were, and I wished I could do it, until one day it occurred to me that they really weren't any different than me.
That's what we call a free flow. Just go ahead and put your regulator in your mouth.
So Becky trained to become a certified dive instructor, quit the Weyerhaeuser office job, and moved to the Caribbean.
When the permanent break came, it was a little scary and a little hard, but I liked my job. I loved my job well enough to feel comfortable that I was doing, for me, the right thing at the time.
The right thing at the right time, and certainly the right place. Grand Cayman is considered to be one of the nicest islands in the Caribbean.
When I get a lunch break and I'm sitting down on the beach, eating my sandwich and reading my book, I sort of chuckle to myself that this is my lunch break. You know, as opposed to back home, my lunch break would have been probably running errands, paying bills, maybe going over to the mall or something. But certainly it wouldn't have been sitting on the beach in the sun in a bathing suit.
One of the biggest adjustments, getting used to driving on the left side of the road. But she picked that up in a hurry, and every once in a while, there's even a little traffic jam to remind her of life back home on I-5. Recently, her niece Anita also moved down from the Northwest, and while Anita and bird Toby help keep her company, there is something Becky's lonesome for besides the rest of her family.
So there must be some things you miss. Are there things you miss from the Northwest?
If I could bring a couple things to Cayman, I'd bring Nordstrom's and Crystal Mountain.
The skiing, you miss the skiing.
I miss the skiing. I miss the skiing a lot.
But what Cayman does have is some of the best scuba diving in the world. And Becky's biggest thrill is introducing first-time scuba divers like myself to the island's underwater beauty.
Water temperature today is about 82, 83 degrees. Visibility is about 100 feet. Okay, so it's clear and it's warm. It's beautiful.
It's almost like playing every day. But it's like taking your favorite hobby and doing it every day.
Hold your breath. Blow bubbles when your regulator's out of your mouth.
And what I enjoy more than just going off by myself is taking a group of people and showing them the underwater world. It's like going out in the jungle. From day to day, the animals in the jungle are going to change. They're not going to be, that same monkey's not going to be in the same tree. It's just like that same fish isn't going to be in the same place. It's rare that I jump in the water without the desire to be there.
She feels the same desire to stay here on Grand Cayman, but Cayman government work rules say she'll eventually have to leave this place she now considers home.
This island has become more a part of my life than probably any place I've lived with the exception of Seattle. In Seattle I lived for 30 years. So there will always be a bond or a tie to Grand Cayman.
When you look back on your decision, do you have any regrets?
I've not ever regretted it. I always wondered if I would, because I recognize that as long as I've been away, to go back now, I will have to probably start all over at the beginning. And I've learned what's important in life and what can make a person happy and help keep you happy, and it's something more inside you and what you do with your life. So no regrets at all. This has been, it's been an adventure on top of everything else. It's been an adventure.
An adventure fueled by dreams of paradise that one day came true.